Welcome back to the Fight Business Podcast. Before we get into this episode, I would like to mention that this podcast is brought to you by me, McGowan Muay Thai Online. If you want to up your training, you can get all of my expertise all on one website. That's my class systems, all of my coaching tips, and a lot more. So head over there and check it out. Now let's get back into the episode. Welcome back to the Fight Business Podcast. We had a little bit of a break. Just been busy. Fell off a little bit, too fair.
Summer break, man.
Summer break. Been busy for summer, man. Been doing a lot. It's like constant. Mainly partying.
I've been building furniture. That's what I've been doing.
Our lives are different.
Building furniture. That's all I've done for like 3 weeks straight.
So yeah, now we're back. And to be fair, it's been quite nice because we obviously were doing them weekly and we were actually really consistent for, I think we were like 25 or 26 episodes like in a row. So, but now we've had a few weeks off. There's a few things to talk about, which is good as well. But anyway, yeah, I've been starting to run again, which is like, yeah, I didn't think I actually had a bad relationship with running because of Thailand. I think like doing all the 10Ks and all that.
You do become like a professional runner when you're in Thailand.
Mate,
it's too much.
As soon as I start talking or thinking about doing running, I like the thought of like, because it's easy, you know, like go out, go for a run. It's pretty easy. It's free.
It's very autopilot. It's nice and that.
But like, I used to always think, like
running's really good to do when like you don't want to have mental energy to do something.
Yeah.
But you still want to work out.
Just want to go. Yeah. So I started doing that. Like I've said to myself 3 times a week. But and it just made me think. And the reason why I actually started doing it a bit more was because some of my fighters some of my newer fighters actually that are like kind of coming through, they started running a little bit more, and I almost forgot how fit running does actually make you get. And I seen how fit they got in their fights. And I thought, you know what? It's easy. I can just do 20, 30 minutes of running. It's free. I can literally just go out, do it. You can do it any time. And then it made me start thinking, like, is running necessary for fighters? Because obviously there's always this debate now, like, that the science doesn't back that running's good for Muay Thai. But I'm not even going to come from a scientific view, yeah, or I could be chatting absolute waffle when it comes to the science. I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to say my personal experience of how I felt by running. And my whole career I ran for probably every single fight. Probably the least I ran was probably the last couple, to be honest.
Yeah, the last couple ones, I don't remember you doing too much.
Didn't do too much running.
Did more like assault bike, sprint work, that sort of stuff.
And the running, I used to always, I never gassed out in fights when I was running like that. Don't get me wrong, doing 10, 15K every day is unnecessary.
Too much, yeah.
It is too much. But
I think most gyms in Thailand aren't as bad anymore, but back in the day it was always like 10K in the morning, 10 or 12K in the morning, and then like 8 to 10K in the evening sometimes. Mostly the 8Ks, ones I used to go to. But if you're running, 18K a day, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Before you even trained. That's too much running.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's a really easy, good way to lose weight because you can just maintain a certain pace. I think it's really good for actually managing your breathing.
Yeah.
In like a constant pace. Because even though I do, like, I know the science says like, you know, like more explosive stuff like assault bike sprints replicates a fight more. But a fight, I don't actually believe is up and down. I would actually say it's more like middle up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're not like just doing completely fuck all.
Yeah, you don't crash to
even
zero.
Even like moving around, dodging, blocking, you still require that energy and that managing your breathing and stuff. And I think that's where the difference is. I think you need that explosiveness to push when you need to. But I do feel like running allows you to keep a solid baseline of maintenance.
Yeah.
And again, I think and there's also a big psychological aspect of running is fucking boring.
Yeah.
And running 10K, if you can mentally power through them again and again and again, it does keep you mentally fit as well, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that's the side that people don't talk about. There is a mental side to fighting. Like, there's a lot of guys that will all train the same, but some people can push themselves harder than others because some just mentally want it more than the others. And if running helps keep you mentally fit where you can power through that tiredness, then it is good for you. It does help. And if you're one of them people who's like, nah, don't believe in it, I just believe in sprinting and that's enough for you, then it works.
Yeah, everyone is different, I suppose. Well, I just think, like I said, from my experience, I think And also, like, all my favourite fighters I ever used to watch, like, they all ran and they were always really fit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always felt great running. Like I said, I say great. My legs always used to be dead, like, from, like, Wednesday onwards. But, like, in terms of my fitness...
always midweek on.
As soon as you hit Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday wasn't too bad. Wednesday, your legs are destroyed. But yeah, it's been nice. Like I said, been nice running. And I actually feel like, straight away, like, I've been doing it for a couple of weeks and I feel pretty good for it. So
I think running 3 times a week is more than enough.
Yeah,
like if you're running, like, say, I think if you're a fighter, I think maybe say something like anywhere between 5 and 8k 3-4 times a week should be more than enough.
Yeah.
And I said, like, and again, if you're somebody who thinks you don't need it, do less. For me, I think as a coach, I think the most important thing when it comes to in a fight is the fight training, pads, sparring, bag work. I think make that as explosive and replicate a fight as much as you can. And then the other fitness outside of it is just add on their benefits.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think if you're like, say for instance, I know some people do too much assault bike to the point where when they come to sparring, it pads got no fucking juice or energy. So it's like, hold on, I don't think anything should ever compromise your Thai boxing training.
Yeah. It should just it should benefit the Thai boxing and all, like, work alongside it. But another thing with the running as well, and again, I know there's always a debate with, like, your sports science or your like S&C coaches now. But the one thing that we've also got to remember is if you're a full-time athlete, that was your main job and that's all you done, okay, in the morning you can get up and do your S&C, then okay, yeah, you could probably do a little bit more like assault bike and stuff like that. But if you're, like, struggling for time because you work on the construction site and you don't get back until 6,
99% of people.
Yeah, then going out for a run in the morning is actually easy because, again, like I said, you can just wake up, go do it quickly. It's for free.
You don't need to wait. You don't need to drive 15 minutes somewhere.
Exactly. You just go do it and it's done within 20, 30 minutes or 40 or if you're, like, doing a bit of a longer run. But so, like, that's another thing. I think, like, again, a lot of us or a lot of Muay Thai fighters are working a normal job. So trying to fit in your assault bike sprints, your actual sprints, then you're running and this and that, it's hard. So I think that's why I think running's pretty good, especially for the lads that are, like, coming through. I think where they can't fit all of that in.
I also think as well, once you're an experienced fighter, you can probably let your foot off the gas, that sort of stuff. But I think some people also use it as an excuse not to do that extra stuff, which is hard.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, I really don't need to run. Yeah, but them guys are experienced. And then, kind of like, you know, when you get more experience, you don't need to do as much hard sparring anymore. Yeah. Same sort of thing. Like, you can't skip all that step, I think.
No. Well, anything else happened in your life recently?
I can't remember the last podcast I told people I was having a baby, but I'm having a baby, so I'm just prepping for that.
Baby Taylor on the way.
Literally just prepping for that. You know, it's like when you're in the gym, it's so hard to find time. Like, and when you're not in the gym, you're absolutely knackered. Absolutely knackered. So,
for context as well, though, this guy doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, so I got my gym to a certain stage, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start stepping back with the PTs because it just killed me. It was killing me off. And I'd never even done as many as him anyway. And now I feel less tired a lot of the time, whereas this guy just doesn't stop.
I can't sit still.
Loves the money, man.
It's not even the money. I can't sit still. I mean, I must do like 8 hours of PTs a day and plus probably 3-4 hours of classes.
Yeah.
Every day, most days.
And, like, if you see his classes as well, like, it's not like it can't just be for the money because, like, his classes are rammed. So,
you know what? I'm not even the nicest person all the time. People just like the classes. I'm not like sometimes I'm really welcoming and nice. Sometimes I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So people just like it. I'm one of them people. If I sit around for too long doing nothing, or if I don't feel like I'm busy, I don't know. There's probably some childhood trauma in it. It's always that, isn't it? It's always that. I don't feel like I'm ever good enough.
You need to do some counselling.
Nah, I just like being busy, to be fair. I do love being in that gym. Yeah. Especially with the guys. I love bantering. I love joking around. I absolutely love it. Like, honestly, if you could do like a little mini like TV series of us chatting shit in the daytime, honestly. Any of our PTs, we have like a weird hour between like 10 and 12 where it's just stupid. Yeah. It's so stupid.
It's weird. When you're doing it, it gets busy, like running the gym and stuff, but like, and then you get to these points where you're like, oh, fucking, this is so tiring. But then,
sometimes I'm like,
what would you do without it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I couldn't imagine my life without doing all of this stuff either. So it's one of them.
For me, I definitely struggle with balance. I need to, like, and I'm hoping when the baby comes, I have to have that balance then.
Oh, Alice will be making you, mate.
Yep.
You got a lot of building to do as well.
Yeah, nah, it's all right. It'll be fine.
But, so yeah, baby Taylor underway as well. So yeah, man, buzzing. Baby Minotaur.
Maybe.
You have to get some.
Maybe.
You'll have to get some.
If he wants to.
Some baby merch.
Oh yeah, I do need to get some.
Get some
Yeah,
baby merch.
I need to get some.
So anyways, moving on to everyone's favourite part of the podcast. Muay Thai Icks and red flags. So we've got a few sent in. Before I read any of them out, do you have any new ones? Because we haven't done it for a while.
I'll be honest, I haven't had time to think about it.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't been to many shows.
I might have something that comes up, maybe, like as we're talking.
Yeah.
There's definitely probably been a few things that there's always something winding me up, to be fair. But I can't think of anything that's come off the top of my head, to be fair. So we'll get on with it. And
yeah, I don't think I have any like new ones off the top of my head either. But first one, people with 0 fights selling shadowboxing courses.
Why is anyone selling shadowboxing courses? Why is anyone selling shadowboxing courses in general?
Yeah, it's jokes.
Like, all right, maybe you can use shadowboxing to break down I don't know. Maybe I'm just too. Maybe I'm getting old, man. I would never buy a shadowboxing course off anyone. I don't care who you are. Like, I just don't get it. Like it's like, would you buy a shadow football course?
Yeah, that's
like.
yeah.
I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, just
if you're gonna buy a course, like I would buy a course for like the real thing. I know shadowboxing is a part of Muay Thai training, but
no, of course it is. And shadowboxing is like massively underrated.
But a whole course on it.
But like,
what do they even talk about in the course?
just turn up to a class and you'll do it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that sort of stuff, I'll be honest, it's people that maybe haven't got the courage or they're trying to be a cop out of actually doing the actual thing, which is physical training of it. Like, do you know what I mean? Turning up, being in an environment with a bunch of people you don't know and feeling that uncomfortableness and that anxiousness of a new gym, that's part of it. Like, that stuff makes you...
That's what makes you grow though.
That's what makes you thick-skinned. I think that anyone who's buying shadowboxing courses, I feel like you're just trying to be comfortable, but like comfortable in like you're holding yourself back.
Yeah.
Well, there was the saying, comfort's the killer of progression. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't buy a shadowboxing course, get your ass to a Thai boxing gym. Like, so, yeah.
Facts.
That's it. Don't need, no one should be selling shadowboxing courses.
But, you know,
I can understand technique courses, I can understand like knowledge courses.
Yeah. I get all of that stuff.
I get all that, but like just shadowboxing.
Specific to shadowboxing is really niche and weird.
A lot, because you see a lot of them people, like them 0 fight people. They're not actually shadowboxing. They're like, it's kind of like choreography, like dance.
Yeah.
Some of them they're looking like it's like fake flow.
Yeah.
Where the actual techniques and movements don't translate outside of anything apart from what you're doing right there. Like the way they do it, all right, it looks cool in a movement while I'm looking at a screen, but you can't translate that to sparring or a fight or pad work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like some of the techniques you see online are just fucking ridiculous.
If you were that bothered about your shadowboxing being better, like I said, like wouldn't you just go? Go to a class.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You're obviously like really intrigued on how to shadowbox. So like, I don't really get that. I wonder if they actually do good numbers. Some of these shadowboxing courses.
Probably
I've
not.
never even seen anyone selling one. To be fair, I've just been sent this one in. But
No,
have you seen
I've
anyone?
definitely seen some I've definitely seen some weird people online like do it, and I'm like, and I get what they're trying to do. I can see to the untrained mind, they're like, oh, he looks well fluent and cool. I want to learn to move like that because they think that's how you need to move to be a good fighter.
Yeah.
But the harsh reality is, then people aren't the high level fighters or they haven't fought at all.
Yeah.
And I said they're just doing stuff that looks good for the sake of it. But people forget that Thai boxing is a very efficient striking sport. It's like boxing. It's simple in a sense, but the hard bit's in the small details. But unfortunately, them small details aren't appreciated until you understand the fundamentals, and people won't care about them until they actually sort of get that foundation.
Yeah.
But you got these people that just try and do like this flashy stuff before even learning the foundation. It's like boxing.
I was doing a PT. Well, I started doing a few PTs just for like the month of August, and I was doing one a week ago or so. And one of the lads, I know him, I used to train him a lot more, but he trains with some of the other lads now. And he asked me to do footwork drills. And I was like, footwork drills, like I do like line drills for the basics class. So like go in your line just to get into correct stance
step drag,
that's it. Like
drag.
so you like doing just stepping forward, backwards kind of thing. Like,
and comfortable while doing it. Maybe as soon as you do it, block straight away. As soon as you do it, teep straight away.
So that's my way of like how I teach footwork.
But he's probably there like.
So he sent me a video and he was like, do you reckon we could do this in our PT next? And it was like, it was just MMA, you know, like Dominic Cruz type footwork where they're not setting their feet or anything like that. Like
I'd have blocked his number.
like, but yeah, like
But again, because it looks good, and like
it does look. It looks like if again, I don't. I personally, I like the Thai boxing, the simplicity of it all. But like, yeah, I can understand that people look at that and go, "That looks fucking mad." How he moves like that, like.
And like for MMA, I can definitely see how it works because there's so many things to worry about. You can disguise so many things of it, like. But when you understand how Thai boxing is and how it's scored, you can see why they're very efficient. Same as like the reason why you don't see that sort of stuff in boxing. Like you've got to know how to be efficient in how to move you've got to be efficient in how to move correctly for the game you're playing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like if you're bouncing out of that, you're just gonna get a leg kick when anyone's decent.
You're not going to be able to defend kicks or.
Yeah. You can maybe get away with it more in say one championship Thai boxing because they're just punching more. So they're trying to swing for the fences more. But like when it's like traditional Thai where everything is, more Thai boxing techniques are say more used evenly. There's a reason why they move that way.
Yeah. Well, the people that do need shadow boxing courses, this is another ick that's been sent in. It's quite funny. Shadow boxing with your pinkies out.
What do you mean that? Hold on. Who the fuck does that?
I've seen people do this.
I've seen people use the thumb.
I've actually seen people with a pinky. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you?
Yeah.
The fuck is that? How do you do that?
Oos. So when that got sent in, because I actually forgot. I remember thinking like, why do people do it? Like, I've seen a couple of people do it. Not in my gym though, but like just seen people do it before, and it made me laugh because I was thinking, and it's funny because I got sent that one in as well.
Pinky.
So I thought them two go in.
It's one of them things now. Now that you've said it, I'm gonna notice it.
Yeah, you start seeing everyone's pinkies out. So yeah,
I hate the old. It's like a. They're like looking over their guard, and it's always a bit like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like you think you look like this, like you're like no, I'm like no. I notice that all the time, like.
That's like going back to the footwork bit, like. That is why it's well important to like drill it in your class, especially in your beginners classes, because.
But the thing is, that stuff don't sell, and that's the problem I think with most trainers do. They skip all that like solid fundamental.
You know what
work.
though? Yeah, you say that. Me and you like run 2 successful gyms, and we're very fundamentals based, and my fundamentals or basics or beginners classes are the busiest, and people love the footwork because I think. Once I say to them, look, I actually said it the other week. I said, look, this stuff I'm going to be doing every beginner class. Even if you've been coming for months, you're going to be doing this every session. This is going to be boring. You might find it boring, but you'll realise in a few months why you're doing that. And everything you're going to be throwing comes from the foundation, from your feet upwards. If you get in the right stance, like you got your guard up right, everything becomes so much easier. Kicking becomes easier, punching, and I think that's why the standard of both our classes, even in the beginner levels, have actually got so good.
I call it like neutral in a car. Every gear's got to go through it. So that like, you've got to be comfortable with that neutral position.
Yeah.
Which is, and again, I'm the same thing. Like I keep my basics. It's solid fundamentals. If in intermediate stuff, I'll go into more specific scenario work. But I try and make a conscious effort because it's very easy done. It's very easy to go, oh, am I covering this again?
Yeah.
But no, that's the whole point of the basics. It's so easy to think, I've got to keep people. Are you training people to keep maintained, or are you actually trying to teach them Thai boxing? Because they should be coming to be taught Thai boxing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that efficiency and that solid foundation is Thai boxing. The best fighters in the world are all like that. I mean, I shared something the other day about Giorgio Petrosian. He's like, all we drill is a jab, a teep, and a rear kick.
Yeah, I see that was a really good video actually.
And he's like, we'll just drill it again and again and again.
Yeah.
And that's the best K1 fighter of all time. People could argue.
And they used to say how good his fight IQ was.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's again it's like in Thailand. Like sometimes you'll see the Thais kick the bag, the same kick again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think this is the thing. Like a lot of Muay Thai is just fundamentals, but people just do it good. In like the best people just do it really well.
I think they do it so well it looks like it's more complicated than it is.
Yeah.
But the actual like physical techniques, they're very simple and efficient.
Yeah.
But where people have got it down to such a fine movement and art, they just got it down to a T where it looks like this amazing thing. Like if you watch Giorgio Petrosian fight, you think this guy's fucking even like that Petch from Glory.
Yeah.
He's beating them all with a left punch,
and
a left kick, and a left knee.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Them 3 weapons.
Yeah.
And he's Thai. He's the best. He's just obviously just finished Glory now.
Yeah.
But he's not doing anything special. It's a left kick, a left punch, a left knee. But it's the smallest little details that define the quality. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what people should fall in love with if you're doing something like Thai boxing. If you want to do something like cool movement, just do taekwondo.
Yeah. Or parkour.
Oh God. Parkour.
If you feel like you're getting good enough at the basics, then go up to an advanced class then.
Yeah.
But that's the key, right? No one's ever good enough for the basics.
No, but if
the basics is its own category.
I don't want to be here anymore because I'm bored. Go to a different class.
Well, no, you should leave. Leave. Yeah. When you're new, you should learn the basics. And when you're not new, no matter how long you've been doing it, you should always be perfecting them and working them.
Yeah.
Your kick can, you know what it's like. You have one person, you can land your body kick on them all day.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. If you're good at another person, you're like, I'm struggling now.
Yeah, I can't get...
That's a timing thing.
Yeah.
The kick, this technique is now used in a slightly different scenario, which changes the whole movement of it in a way, because now you've got to time it differently.
Yeah.
Anyone can pick up a gun and shoot it, doesn't mean you can aim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to look like that, so...
True. All right, next ick. When someone wins random show belts and calls themselves a world champion. We've covered a lot of this kind of stuff anyway before, but it's part of it now, isn't it? Some of the show belts are actually pretty legit sometimes.
Some show belts are legit. There was a time where the MTGB belt was legit.
I won that one. Just saying.
You did actually, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't fight as that great for it, to be fair.
It was legit. I think Sal won MTG. MTG was...
They were good at the time, too.
They're really good. But because remember, who's that lad from Fairtex?
Oh. Sam Petch.
He won. You know what I mean? He had some legit people win their belts.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who's an MTGB champion now, to be fair.
I don't even know if they still do it or whatever. But
I don't know. Some were really good, and then some are just you just know.
Yeah, they're some of them are the local show. MTGP become a national or international, to be fair. A promotion.
The thing is, I think so. Nothing's actually really changed over the years, except people just figured that they can just do it.
Yeah.
Before, back in the day, you're I need a governing body to have a belt. Where the governing bodies are meant to be a third party decision, theoretically. You want a world title on, are these two guys worthy? They say yes or no. But most of them just agree to anyone anyway who's going to pay the sanction fees. So, and I think in their mind, they've gone, hold on, why don't I just...
Make my own, for cheaper.
Make my own. I think some of them show belts are legit, and it all depends who they fought.
That's always the case.
That's the case. At the end of the day, I think we said that as well. To me, belts now are just glorified trophies.
Yeah.
They are literally just glorified trophies. So if you are a legit world champion, it's because you fought someone who deserves that trophy like you did.
Yeah.
I think. And then, what are the legit ones? Outside of obviously stadium belts, WMO's legit, I think, from European up level. WBC is probably the same. The good thing I like about WBC is you've had to win the last 2 out of your 3 fights. I think that simple thing is really good.
Yeah.
Because some people will just send names in. They're like, that's a records. They're cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So.
No, WBC, WMO, I think are good ones. ISK, I don't know.
ISK's hit and miss. Some they've got some legit world champions, and then some you're a bit like.
Have they got different? Has ISK got different companies under it, kind of thing? Because I feel like some of the belts look different. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
So some of their belts do look a bit different. I think obviously they've got the kickboxing, they've got the Thai boxing. But I've seen 2 British Thai boxing belts that look different.
Yeah, that's something.
I don't know. Maybe they change it every year or whatever. But I think it comes down to it. But Damien Trainer said this a few times. It's about who you fight. I think for it.
That's always weird. No one really ever remembers you being the WBC. Even and WBC's obviously a really well recognised governing body because of boxing, with Muhammad Ali and all the champions that won their belt. But even then, no one at the end of Liam Harrison's career, let's say, Liam Harrison's finished his Muay Thai career. No one goes, Liam WBC world champion.
Yeah, They just know him as
They just know him as he had such an amazing career, and he was a world champion, but they don't specify what one. Yeah. So I think it is who you fought, and that is literally plain and simple how it works. But also I don't know. Yeah, again, like I said, we've had that a couple of times. I think.
Another thing as well, right, is because there's so many shows now. does that just make it seem like there's more of them? Like, there must have always been, like, there was always show belts.
Yeah,
Especially while we were fighting.
I think there was. I think I fought for, even as a junior, I went to like Penzance or something like that in like near Cornwall kind of area, or was it Devon? Or was it
So even I know a few governing bodies that don't exist anymore or don't operate anymore. So
even like W.
World Muay Thai Council, WMC.
That's it, WMC.
Yeah, they're not really around.
They're not really about anymore.
They
really.
are in some countries though, which is weird. They used to be so big before, but I think they had a WMC representative. Oh, fuck's sake. You know what I mean, guys. In this country at the time, and I don't think anyone represents them anymore. Where I feel like I think they're still around in places like France and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen France and like some random like European countries and stuff.
But you don't see much of it in Thailand anymore.
Nah, because that was the legit belt.
That was like that was probably the WBC before WBC.
I remember when I first come through Muay Thai, like I was watching like the UK Muay Thai fighters like Liam Harrison, Steve Wakelin, Damien Trainer, all of them guys, Andy Howson, and they all had WMC belts, and I used to be like, oh, I want that belt, man, so badly. Like that was better, and then it just kind of disappeared. Like kind of went off the face of the earth.
Even WMO's quite new.
Yeah, that's new. I think that is quite new because I didn't know about WMO until like a few years ago. So yeah. Anyways, next Ick, last one. Pulling out 2 hours before a fight because you fight with heart and your heart's not in it anymore.
Oh,
that's mad. And we've spoke about this on the podcast before as well, about there's a lot of people that actually don't want to fight and they end up in there. And you can, even when they end up in the fight, because a lot of people don't have the balls to pull out 2 hours before, to be fair. So once they're in it, they have to do it.
It's always fight week. I bet promoters just dread fight week.
Oh, mate. And 2 hours before is crazy. But like, yeah, even when I watch some people fight lately, I've watched a stream and stuff. I'm like, this guy does not want to fight. Like, it's just obvious.
Yeah.
Because you're not even like trying. We've again going over it again. Like we've spoke about that. But yeah, I mean, pulling out 2 hours before a fight's
you know what it is? I'll be honest, as a coach, I don't know how I could. So I'll give you a great. You were there, so I don't say his name. But I had one student. He was meant to hydrate on electrolyte tablets, but he just took loads of vitamin C by accident. Bless him. And he was so ill on the day of the fight.
He looked like he was going to die.
I literally looked at him. He came to the show. I looked at him. I went. I was like, "You look like you're gonna like. You look like you come out of hostel, mate."
Yeah.
He was like gaunt, pale, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I tried to help patch him. He was wobbling all over the place.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I'm there thinking, what the fuck do I do? He's got to fight in a couple of
literally a couple of fights. Like when I got there, he was. Oh, I thought you were joking.
No,
I looked at him.
I felt so bad for him, and I thought, I can't do this to the promoter. I can't do this to his opponent. So in my head as a coach, I've gone, right, he's going to go in there, and as soon as I see him wobble or get hurt or anything, I'll throw a towel in.
Yeah.
I'd rather give the opponent his opportunity and do his thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not his fault my lad's messed up his rehydration. He's made basically gave himself vitamin C poisoning.
That was mad.
But you know what? He actually did the whole fight.
He finished.
He did the whole fight.
And then he was sick as a dog after it.
Afterwards, like, sick everywhere, terrible. Yeah. But you know what? Like, again, like, was that the right thing to do? I don't know. I think like when you've got that far, you have sort of.
The thing is, you've got. Although it was a mistake,
what would you have done?
I probably would have done what you done.
Because in my head, I'm like, he's going to get hit, he's going to wobble, and I'm going, boom.
I think I would have done what you done. He done the same for one of his fights, one of my lads, and not as bad though. But
that was so bad.
Nowhere near as bad. But before he was fighting, he kept going toilet, and he said that he took too many electrolytes. And I don't know if they had been seeing it or.
Well, again, like if you get like the cheap electrolyte tablets. They have like too much vitamin C and stuff in it. Like you know, get like the cheap Aldi ones.
Yeah.
They're not actually that good electrolyte tablets. You need like the ones that are like just pure like sodium, potassium, that sort of stuff. Like.
And I remember like the good thing about him is that he didn't look ill or anything, but like he was shitting a lot, and I was like, I was saying I was in this predicament. I was like, I fucking hope he's actually all right. He actually lost the fight, and he did look a bit dead in the fight, to be fair. But I thought the same thing. I was like, if anything. If there's anything that goes really wrong and it's because of that, I'll probably just throw the towel in. But yeah, but
putting out 2 hours before is crazy.
Because you ain't
There's not many excuses. I mean, I know some people have got injured in the back room.
Yeah,
They've like gone for a kick, landed, and they've split their foot open. Like that's just unlucky.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That is mad.
But outside of them, there's not many reasons how you can pull out.
Not because you fight with heart and you ain't got your heart's not in it. That's mad.
Who said that?
Someone sent me that in.
You fight with heart and your heart's not in it.
That is mad.
That's personal.
You can't ever fight again if you use that as an excuse. You're not fighting for my gym anyway. If you did that, if that was one of my fighters, I'm not talking to them again. Yeah. All right. Anyways, moving on from the Icks and the red flags, we'll go through some of the like recent events, and like I said, we missed a few weeks, but I want to go with Nico Carillo wins round 2 KO. Kickboxing debut, I think. I'm pretty sure it's his debut, isn't it? And he just looks like a wrecking machine. Like, it's actually weird. Like, he has like no respect for his opponents at all, and I think even more so with the big gloves on the other day. I actually think he suits Muay Thai a lot better, to be honest. Still,
I think he suits Muay Thai better, and I think he actually suits 4 ounce Muay Thai better.
Yeah, I think 4 ounce Muay Thai for him is his calling. I think that was his. That's not many fighters have been able to kind of adapt and do good at that, but he's one of them that I think really suits. But I mean, even in this kickboxing fight, like the way he just walks people down, and like he gets hit a bit in the first round a lot of the time.
Yeah, Nico's never been known for like unreal defense.
Nah.
But I think he just doesn't respect them, and he knows once he lands a couple, he's breaking you down.
He knows at one point in that fight he's going to land on you, and it's probably going to be game over. I actually spoke to JP a little bit before that fight, because there was a clip of JP holding pads for him, and I was like, oh mate, it looks horrendous. Like, he had the low kick pad on, but I mean, I wear them.
They still fucking rattle your knee. They still work.
Kill. Like, you can still feel things through it, and obviously with the belly pad on as well, you can still feel the body shots if it's a big one. And he was hitting the body. He was ripping his body and kicking his leg. I was like, that looks horrendous, to be fair. JP was saying that like a lot of the Thai trainers really struggle to hold for him now, because he's just too strong. Like, he looks strong. But when I was looking at like I said, he was hitting the belly pad, and I actually thought about the fight like the day before. I was like, if he hits him to the body like that the guy's never going to be able to survive. And he dropped him with the punch to the head in the end, but it was the body really that started it. Him. But yeah, he just, and I actually said we've got the group chat with all the fighters in it and that, and we were talking about it. And I was saying, like, he's moved up a weight class, but he's still double the size of Matey. He's humongous.
How he made 65 or 66, where it was. 66, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, actually, another thing, I don't know if I'm being conspiracy theorist or what, but there's something's not right. He's won twice by KO now, and he hasn't got a bonus. He hasn't got an interview after the fight. Wonder why? Because realistically, you push him. He's a bit of a star.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a star. Like,
people like him.
He's travelling around the world doing.
I feel like they haven't been giving him out for ages though. One championship's running out of money.
Oh no.
Yeah, what's your conspiracy?
But he's not. Don't like.
I actually haven't got a conspiracy theory for it. I'm just saying. Like, there's something.
I mean,
I'll be
honest, I don't follow it too much anymore. For me, a lot of the fights look the same, but I don't see them big bonuses as much anymore. I feel like, or also that card was a bit shit.
I didn't even watch any of it. Yeah, I just seen the next day.
Apart from Nico's fight, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was.
But
I ain't paying for that. That's pay-per-view. I ain't paying for that.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, another thing that one doing it really confuses me. Like, they don't really advertise their fights that great. So like, they've got that one inner circle thing, I think it is, and then they've got like the one Friday fights, and they've got like, but sometimes they have like 3 events on in the same day or the same weekend or something, and I don't know which one's when. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like they're trying to I think they just do the pay-per-view ones to try and like get pay-per-view from like international like markets. Like, I don't know anyone who buys them though, man.
No, I you know, it's jokes on YouTube. The next day, someone's in the stadium and they're filming directly above the ring. I just watch on that. Yeah. Because I'm not going to get up at like 4 a.m. to watch it anyway. And
that's the thing. They're all like in Limpini Stadium like really early.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm like,
how is Nico that fighting that late at night?
So I think when they fight, I don't think it is late. I think it's early morning.
Yeah, but even then, it's still early.
But that's long. Yeah, that's even worse probably.
Yeah, anyway.
Bit weird.
Oh yeah, so early morning for them,
later for us.
Yeah,
I think anyway. But yeah, went sidetracked a bit there. But yeah, he didn't get a bonus or anything like that, which I was a bit shocked about. But I said like, did you think he suited the change to kickboxing? Because I don't. I think he suits Muay Thai. Like
I think
said,
he could flicker in between if he wanted to stay really busy.
I think he can flicker, and I think the reason he can is because he has got that kind of power to.
Well, he said unless he's going to fight Superbon, he's not interested.
Yeah, that's and fair play to him, and I hope he sticks by that. Cause
maybe that's why they didn't give him a bonus. Cause they're like,
you're not doing what we're saying, kind of thing. Yeah, maybe, but yeah. What do you think the difference is between like Muay Thai has changed a lot now? Yeah, like. It is a bit more kickboxing-y than it used to be, but what is the difference between being a good kickboxer and a good Muay Thai fighter?
What kind of Muay Thai fight are we talking about? Traditional or one?
Let's say traditional.
I definitely think so. The way I look at it, like, and I got K1 Fight as my gym. I respect it for its own accord. I do feel like K1 is designed more for entertainment rather than efficiency.
Yeah.
Like, there's less ways to defend yourself. You have to be more durable. You have to be. I think it sounds really bad when I say it requires less fight IQ, but I don't mean like that. What I mean is like because there's less things to defend yourself and nullify someone just swarming you.
Yeah.
Where in Thai, you can't do them big combinations because of the elbows, or at least I can clinch with you. So I do feel like the best way I'd probably say is K1 probably suits a type of person.
Yeah.
More than anything, you need to be prepared to take damage, prepared to take. You're prepared to get hurt, prepared to feel uncomfortable a lot more. And I'm not saying that kickboxing is harder than Thai boxing, because I think in Thai boxing you probably get hurt way more with the elbows and stuff like that. I just think they're different in that sense of like I look at them like two different type of personalities. Do you know what I mean? I think one's more scoring based and efficiency based, where one's based on damage and aggression. Yeah. So I feel like if your personality suits either that one or that one, like that's probably will suit you more. Yeah. That's what I think Nico can do, because Nico is technical.
Yeah, no, he is.
Like in the little gloves, he probably doesn't need to be as much, because once you land, you land.
Yeah.
But if you remember like Nico in the Yokow days,
it was really good kicks,
good good timing with stuff.
Yeah.
I still remember that Jack Kennedy knockout, the left
nice.
hook. Yeah, like. That. Do you know what I mean? So I do, someone like Nico, I think he's got the power to go into kickboxing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then you get some people like Superbon. I wouldn't say he's the most devastating guy, but he's got great eyes.
Yeah.
But you see he's very comfortable covering up and stuff. I don't think he can do that much in Thai boxing because of the elbows.
Like, I was speaking to JP about the Superbon fight, actually. But I was more thinking about Muay Thai. And I think Muay Thai, with 4 ounce on, I don't think Superbon wants any of that right now. He's a bit older. But kickboxing could be different. Like
Superbon could definitely beat Nico in kickboxing.
He probably, to be fair, like
in the little gloves, it'd be hard. I think
it'd be a lot harder. Yeah. I think in kickboxing, I think more of a chance. I think to maybe beat Nico, but still, even I don't think Nico would be able to walk him down like that Chinese guy. To be fair, because I think his IQ, he's too clever. Like he is so smart. Superbon, to be fair, but. With the small gloves on, if he will eventually land on Superbon. I don't know if that would be a good thing for him. Do you know what I mean? But interesting. I don't know who he's going to fight next though in Muay Thai. Who's in that division again? There's it's Parunchai.
Parunchai's out.
He's beaten Shadow.
He beat Shadow.
And again, speaking to JP, he was like, I said, who is he? Like we were kind of having that conversation. I said, who do you reckon he will fight? And he was like, well, everyone he's fought. He's like done bad damage to them as well, like with them gloves on. He's broke Shadow's jaw. Like one of the other guys that he fought before that hasn't fought, or Luke Lessie was out for a long time. Like, so trying to find him a match is going to be pretty hard in 4 rounds, because I don't think Tuanchai's going to fight again, you know.
You reckon?
Nah. You know why? I feel like the Thais now know that they, like, especially them kind of guys, like he's a superstar. He can make money doing whatever he wants. And, you know, I listened to an interview he done when he talked about giving up his belt and that. And I don't know, I could be completely wrong here, but I just thought it doesn't
He's still
sound
quite young though, he's 26.
Yeah, I think he is pretty young, but I just looked at the
What about that
interview.
Japanese guy that, no, was he Chinese? Who was Chinese that beat him?
That beat him. To be fair, I thought that was who Nico was supposed to fight, but it wasn't. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, if he doesn't want to fight kickboxing, I get it. Well, that's why Parunchai was doing kickboxing, because there wasn't many.
What weight's Nico? Like,
70.
70, right. Who's
It's meant to be the most populous division in the world, isn't it?
Mate, I mean, obviously he's on 1. If he went RWS, that'd be like Daniel Rodriguez, isn't that? That's a banger. That's a hard fight in Muay Thai.
I don't think anyone's beaten Danny in traditional Muay Thai in a while, to be fair. Guy's so good.
Yeah, he's unbelievable as well.
So good.
Good
He's
at
fighting
all
Bench
round.
Marocco in Sweden.
Yeah, or is it Switzerland?
Switzerland.
That's mad. That's soon as well, isn't it? Oh, I'd like to go to that. That'd be sick. Maybe RWS can give me a commentary job or something. Me and Lou on the commentary. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, well done to Nico as well. He's on a proper tear. And
Did I actually answer that? The difference between kickboxing and Muay Thai?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, you answered it. I also I agree as well. Sorry, just going back to that is when you do watch the kickboxing, like they do get away with throwing a lot more combos. Bam, 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 bam.
Which are great in their own right,
yeah.
but they can only be done, I feel like, because I said in Thai boxing, you don't see it because of the elbows and the clinch.
Like the last, to be fair, I don't watch one championship cards a lot anyway, but the last few I have watched, there's been a few more kickboxing fights. I actually really enjoyed the kickboxing fights, to be fair. Like the one that I really liked was Haggerty and Yuki Yoza. I thought that was a really good fight.
I feel like it's that because for me, like it's like that fight. You can see the fluidity in it.
Yeah, two styles they're trying to win, and it was just a really good match. There was another one I watched. I can't remember who it was. I think it was there's small weights, but yeah, I just think you can't get away with doing them kind of combos when you've got elbows. That's the only problem. But yeah, I think they're quite exciting to watch as well. But moving on, Dan Parunchai just defended his 140-pound Rajdamnern belt against Capitan. Capitan's
been around.
He's been around for years, and he looks like you know when you look at him, you go, I feel like he just hurts people. You know, he's got them hard shins.
Yeah,
he looks rock hard, and he caused Dan a bit of a problem in round. I think it was round 3. There was one round where he actually won it on the cards as well, and I thought it was a good match. I just think Dam got his. I think the one thing Dam done well, and again we're going to talk about this, I think anyway, but like his style, he kept the range. He keeps range really well, and he's got that kind of good distance management and distance control. He whips that left kick, and he's got good counter elbows and stuff like that. But Capitan did actually start to block a lot of his kicks.
This is my only issue sometimes. I feel like because the whole like moving away and scoring thing, I thought they were trying to stop that. It's like they pick and choose sometimes who they're happy to do it or not.
It's funny that you said that as well, because the last time Dan fought was against Chad Collins, and me and Josh actually said that on the podcast. Like, I don't mind the whole back foot thing, but it is a bit weird when they're like, you need to fight.
For me, I don't think it should be that. What is being the most effective thing? Is you pressuring being more effective than you moving back and scoring? I feel like if someone's pressuring, trying to do damage, and you're literally not getting touched and you're moving off, then I think that is more effective.
Yeah.
If you're moving off, scoring while also taking damage, well then it's not as effective. Do you know what I mean? But then like Capitan was blocking a lot.
He was blocking a lot. You know, I don't know what happened now. I think after round, I think it was round 3 that he won, and he blocked a lot. He hurt Dam a little bit. You could tell he was hitting his back leg a lot, but then he was blocking a lot of Dam's left kicks, and then I think there was one round where he kind of almost just gave up on it though, because he took a lot on the arm. I don't know if you noticed, but it looked like his arm started to get hurt. I think it might have even been round 4 or 5, but that was the only But I think Dam just got his left. He's really good with that left kick.
He's so smart.
Yeah,
so smart. So the last guy to beat him was that
Parunchai.
Yeah,
and he's gone up a weight now. So the next fight for Dam is, well, they brought him into the ring together, was Joseph from Jitmung Nun, who just won the interim belt. I really like Joseph's style.
I don't think it's a style to beat Dam though.
He's a southpaw. I don't think he's going to beat Dam. I can't really see many people beating Dam unless, like I was saying to you earlier, like unless there's someone in like Channel 7 that I don't, because the circuits, there's obviously loads of Thai fighters, like maybe someone I don't know about. But if I don't know about them, or if they were that good, they'd probably be in RWS, do you know what I mean? Because that's where everyone's trying to head to. So yeah, I don't know, unless he moves up a weight, but I don't think he will, because like I don't think he's big enough to move up.
He's 63, right?
63 and a half, something like that.
Saying unless someone from 61 moved up. Was it 61?
Yeah, 61. You got so he did fight. I don't know if Alfie Pierce fought him at his weight, that 63, or was that 61. But then you got like Savas. Savas could fight him, maybe cause him a bit of issues, but depends on the size. Savas is quite tall, and so is Alfie, to be fair. So they can probably fight a little bit heavier. But yeah, I'm struggling to think of anyone that could really beat him. I think he's just at the moment seems so clever. One thing as well, there's a couple of fighters I've seen. You know, we were talking about the generations of and the eras of fighting, like the era that we kind of come through, like Sammy, Longo, all them kind of guys. I watched Samindet versus Duang Song Pong. I'm saying that probably, yeah, that's the right one. On the weekend just gone, and then I watched Dam. Samindet kind of still reminds me of that little bit of that era. There's a couple of the fighters I'm like, yeah, you're seriously good. Like, do you know, like kicks, timing's great, kicks hard, clinches really well. Them two, I think Samindet and Dam, like them two are quality. And again, I know there's only, I think Samindet's the weight below. I don't know again how big he is compared to Dam, but maybe if he come up,
that
would be a good fight. But yeah, I think he's going to struggle.
There's loads of foreigners at 63 though. If Joseph can't do him,
yeah,
I think
they'll have some like Russian guy that will try and box his head off.
Yeah,
and maybe that's the only way. But Chad Collins struggled to close the gap against Dam.
Chad's been around for a while though. Do you know what I mean? Like, he has been around for a while. Has he been active though?
In kickboxing more.
Yeah.
I think that was his first Muay Thai fight for a while when he fought Dam. But yeah, so yeah, Dam looks really good, like impressive his style. Like Capitan, proper legend. I actually, you know what? I'm not that involved. I don't really have like favourite fights anymore.
They could probably throw him just some like fun fights. Like, as Gowner fought on RWS not long ago. I know he fought in Scotland against Jack Kennedy.
Yeah, I think he's gone up a lot though, isn't he?
Has he? Yeah.
I think he's around 67 as well. I think that's the problem. But I don't know. I don't know who they could. Unless Pet Tongchai, but I don't know if anyone wants to watch that.
So they haven't done for a while them RWS tournaments.
When was the last one?
I feel like they're always the same people in there though. When's that Hercules?
I was about to ask what happened to Lamon and Lek?
He's gone. He's in one, isn't he?
Yeah, he did go to one, didn't he? I haven't really seen much about him though.
Well, apparently, was it Teded?
Teded Gal.
Yeah. Apparently, they've just fallen out of everyone, so they only fight on one now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Politics,
yeah. But yeah, Dam is definitely going to be hard to beat. Mate, bring him to the UK. Ant Deary.
See, that's someone who I feel like Ant Deary should be fighting.
Yeah.
I think Sangman, like I said, I think we said it in the one of the last podcasts. I think Ant Deary runs through Sangman.
Yeah, I think especially in England
knocks him out in 2 rounds if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
But someone like Dam would be. But then I don't know how you bring someone like that over.
Well, Yokkao hopefully have the power now to do that. If that would be a great fight. I mean, that's a hard fight for Ant as well. But again, that kind of style, maybe like that's what some of these Thais sometimes struggle with, is like a bit of a hybrid style. So maybe Ant could be the guy that causes him a bit of an issue. But from what I've been watching of Dam, like I honestly,
his IQ just.
He's going to be the favourite against most people.
Yeah.
So I seen a post or a story that Tyler Hogan actually put up about rules that have been implemented, and he was talking about the sweeping in Muay Thai. And he was basically saying if something needs to be explained, like, you know, the referees do the whole explaining about what sweeps are foul and what are not a foul. If it needs to be explained that much, like he was like, it shouldn't probably be a rule, like kind of thing. So anyways, then he went on, like we've obviously spoke about the whole sweeping thing anyway, so I won't go back into that. But then he was saying like about the rules that we all know are probably wrong, but are still happening, and you'll use it to your advantage. To be fair to him, he actually said, I'll use it to my advantage whilst it's not illegal. Yeah. But there's two rules that like haven't ever changed, which are pretty like, probably in terms of safety anyway, let's say, they're pretty big. Is striking to the back of the head and striking to the groin with kicks. They're still not illegal. I
mean, you get strikes in the back of the head here in England because Thailand follow it, but I think they're pretty on it with the groin thing.
Yeah.
But in Thailand, the only time they pull it is if you get kneed in the groin, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I think, you know, like we've had this discussion before as well, but like the striking to the back of the head again. I'm trying to think if I've ever done it to anyone. I probably wouldn't have cared about doing it whilst in the fight. To be fair, the referee probably should make sure that doesn't happen, or your opponent shouldn't turn around. But
I think that's what they do it for. So like you can't just like duck your head and think you're protected from a certain position.
Yeah,
and the ref does get in there straight away. But it's like,
have you seen the ones like Jack Kennedy where he's like, he thought, I can't remember, and he actually goes up to camera. He's like, "This is Muay Thai. Don't turn your back."
Yes, yeah.
And like he was,
Because the crowd are booting off. It's true. It's the Muay Thai. Like, don't turn.
it is Muay Thai and it is the rule. So you just do it. Like, don't turn your back. But if any rules were ever going to get changed, I'd say like,
Yeah,
I'd say surely them are the ones that you'd want to change.
if you're going to change again, it depends what you're changing the rules for. Like you can, definitely argue striking the back of the head for safety. 100% argue that. I still don't know why they're changing the rules for the trips.
Yeah, I don't.
Apart from they just want it to look like more action's going on.
Apparently, so like I keep seeing people saying that like there's a big
Saying
debate
it's
about
a
it.
rule. It's always been there.
That's been there, but
That's
was never
bollocks.
implemented.
It's
But, it's like,
bollocks.
but why are we implementing it now? It's actually exciting anyway to watch. Like I don't really get that.
Well, people, fighters like Sanchai and shit made their whole career off fight sweeps.
That's what I mean. So like, and sometimes they used the bottom of their foot. Sometimes they didn't. Like, but it's a sweep. I think like.
For me, I remember back in the day, it was as long as you didn't hook.
Yeah. Like, you weren't allowed to trip, basically. But yeah, they're the two things I say. Like, maybe they will change all of this stuff. Maybe they'll go back on their.
Tell you one thing I'm seeing as well. I've seen a bunch of people show how to trip without using the foot.
It's hard to do, isn't it?
You can't. You can't. No one decent is just going to fourth balance by turning.
Nah.
You might be able to turn them a knee, but you ain't putting them on their ass. Like,
Yeah.
they're like sometimes they like bump the knee. I'm like, no. Unless you've like literally trapped the other leg,
Yeah. You can use their body weight against them and that's it. But yeah, when you start trying to, that's hard without tripping or like without sweeping.
Even just because again, like that little bit of foot position on the side, it stops them trying to catch their weight.
Yeah.
As they go to catch their weight, that's when it topples over. So without putting your foot there, it's really hard.
It's hard to do, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like obviously we spoke about the sweeps before.
Yeah, because I mean, even like when you're turning, right? It's not the foot that actually like makes them topple over. It is your momentum and turning. The foot just stops the bottom bit catching itself.
Yeah, it's like a bit of an obstacle you put in the way.
If you did not turn them and just use your foot, you're just going to bash the side of your foot.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's a high level skill.
Yeah, isn't it?
Because not everyone's good at it.
Nah, like I could sweep, but I didn't make a career out of sweeping. Like some people were just really good at it, and like Silla, Senchai, Liam Harris. Like there's so many that were like really good at Packhorn. To this day, I still remember when he'd done that
to choose like one.
About 3 or 4 times in a row.
Like, they were loaded.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're like leg out.
Bang. That's what I mean. So it's like.
Packhorn used to love that inside one where you just go.
Boom. Yeah, so good at it. He done it. When he come here, he fought Liam, and he fought Greg Wotton actually, and pretty sure he done it to both of them actually. But yeah, I think there's the problem with Muay Thai, or not even. I don't know if it's a problem or not, but they do change their rules a lot, and maybe they will change that rule back, and maybe these new rules. Because again, when you're thinking about going to more of an international market, which Muay Thai is trying to do, like the strike, people might see the strike into the back head and go, "That's fucking brutal." Like, why is that allowed? Do you know what I mean?
People ain't probably question it from boxing. Because they obviously can't punch the back of the boxing. I mean, yeah, so if you're going to get rid of any rule, it should be that one. I mean, while it's still around, take advantage of it.
You know what as well I hate? People that say it was a rule already and it wasn't implemented. Sure, man, I like sweeps. Do you know what I mean?
And also, they only just found out recently, so
Innit?
no one knew that. No one knew that years ago. If it was true, no.
And anyways, why didn't you implement it then, dickheads?
Also, it ain't a rule if you ain't going to implement it, is it? It's an opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not really a rule if not implemented, is it?
Yeah, that's why that's why I don't really understand about all of that. Like,
that's not really a good excuse.
Is what it is. But anyways, moving on. Last topic. Coach's Corner. So we said like every time we do one of these, we're going to have a segment where we answer a question about like what a coach would do in certain scenarios or whatever. So this question is, as a coach, and this question actually got sent in to us, and I thought this is such a good topic to cover. As a coach, how do you deal with fighters who get post-fight depression after they fight? So like, I think what I mean is like, you know, that post-fight slump, like that slump that you get kind of.
Fight's all done.
Yeah, you're on this high and then it has to come down, and some people can't handle that down.
Some will either get it when they lose, it's like instant.
Yeah.
Or when they win, they're like, I'm the man for a day. I mean, you're like, oh,
Go back to normal now. Go back to sight.
Yeah. But on Sunday, you're whatever, you're I'm the man. And you're like, shit, man, I got to wake up 6 a.m. on Sunday, on Monday.
Yeah. How would you deal with it as a coach? Like, I've not really experienced this, to be honest, with any of my fights yet, to be honest. Like, I've not that any of them have said anything to me about it before. So I think, like, I know what your answer's going to be, I think. And I think I'm probably similar to you. But you say your answer first.
I think when you build yourself up for any moment, so like you're preparing for a fight, you got, 2 to 3 months, it's in your head every day, you're building up to be this big thing, and it is this big thing. But the reality is you're doing it for 15 minutes max, if you're pro, right? And when you win, all of that was worth it, but then you're like, it goes instantly, where I feel like in a fight camp, it builds up throughout, you get closer, you get this ultimate high from it, and then it just drops. And if you're one of them people that suffers from that drop because you've put so much emotion in the high, I feel like if you're there constantly questioning why you feel like this, I don't think it's ever going to go away. If you're someone who suffers from that sort of feeling after a fight, I think you have to accept it's part of the fight. You can't have that ultimate high without possibly feeling that ultimate low. It's sort of like the trade-off. And it's the same when you lose. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's the gamble of it. So I feel like it's one of them things that I don't think you should be trying to run from it. I think you should learn that it's normal, and you just got to learn how to manage it afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Whether that is getting back in the gym straight away, or understanding that it only lasts for a week and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to find your own way of managing it, really. But I feel like if you're one of them people who's like, I'm depressed, I shouldn't feel like this, I just won. I feel like if you're there trying to fight it, you're sort of not accepting it, and the harsh reality is you have to accept it because it's always going to be there for you. If some people suffer it better than others, but it's always going to be there, I think.
There's like so many emotions that you have
Fighting's like a drug.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, there's so many emotions that you go through, like with Muay Thai, like happy emotions, sad emotions, depressed, whatever you want to call it. You just got to learn how to deal with them all. Like, you also can't let that kind of the high get too crazy, because then that's when you go off the rails a bit.
But the smaller version, it's like when you feel good in training, then 2 days later you can feel like you're absolutely dog shit.
Yeah.
It's part of it. It's part of all work around injuries. It sucks, but it's part of you do it long enough, you'll come across all these feelings multiple times, and you'll realise that it's just the game. It's just the game, especially like in a sport in Thai boxing where you're literally putting your body on a line against another guy who's putting their body on a line to exactly prepare for you, and you're there seeing who can perform better in that night. That statement alone is a massive head fuck. But if you're trying to understand that moment afterwards and trying to make it feel like you have control of it, you don't.
Yeah.
You're doing a very unnatural thing where you're putting yourself on the line to perform in front of all these people for the opportunity to win. The beauty about possibly winning is that you will also get that low afterwards, and you'll also still get in when you lose, obviously just a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So I think management is probably better than trying to prevent it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I was saying to you earlier as well, like all of that stuff, I never really, when I was fighting, I was so chill. I never used to really think
this is done.
Yeah, innit? Thank God. But I never used to like feel. I never used to really deeply think about much things like that.
Just off the top of my head, did you ever care about what people thought about when you fought, or was it just about you?
I never cared about what people thought.
It'd be nice to find a way whether, like, if you're a fighter who cares how others think of you. So if you win, you're the man, you've prepared for this moment, this is your moment, they know it's your moment's gone. Are you depressed because now everyone knows your moment's gone, and you... Or if you lose because everyone thought I was the man, now I lost.
So like I used to, like, when I was fighting, it'd be like I never cared about. I used to sell a lot of tickets, and I never cared about, like, I loved having them all there, and I loved putting on a show and stuff, but I wasn't doing it just for them.
Yeah.
I was trying to achieve my own dream and my own goals. So then when it was done, I loved. We had so many good times after fights and stuff, like loads of parties and whatnot. But like after that was done, it wasn't like I was like, this is all done now, like. Because I just get back to doing what I was trying to do again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and actually, we spoke about this before as well, about maybe Thailand helped me and you. Like, you spent a lot of time in Thailand, like with your dad and people like that over the years.
If you're going to fight in Thailand, you basically fight every month.
Exactly. So you can't afford to like keep going this up and down. You've just got to get on with it, because you're back in the gym on Wednesday or whatever. Like, to fight again. So,
maybe guys that only fight twice a year suffer a bit more.
Yeah, because they're only getting that feeling twice a year, and they're like, there's a big gap until I get that next feeling.
And maybe they're only suffering it when they lose. Maybe they don't suffer it when they do. I mean, like, I think like everyone probably deals with it different. I said, but again, like if fighting regularly helps you manage that feeling, well, there you go. There's your solution.
True, yeah.
That might work for some people, might work not. Like I said, I think if you feel like you get that instantly, you just got to find what's the root cause of it.
Yeah.
And then just learn to manage it, because it ain't going to go away. I said, like, you managing it just makes it easier to deal with. Do you know what I mean? So, but again, I think if you are a fighter and that's your thing, I'd probably try and speak to someone who's very experienced in fighting and then see if they can give you
a little few pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just speak to your coach.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is true as well. And just be truthful. I think it's hard to be truthful though, when you feel in a certain way. Like, especially for males, I think like they struggle sometimes to say like, oh, I feel like shit, or like don't want to come across like they're being the negative, or like some like Eagle, for instance, after it's like, I was just a bitch in that fight. I was like, no, you weren't being a bitch. Like, not many people can do what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? It's not that. So I think that's another thing with fighters. It's like they've almost got this thing. Like I said, I'm going to speak about men in particular. They struggle to talk about that negative emotion because they don't want to seem like they're being weak or something like that. But yeah, I think speak to your coach. If your coach is a good coach and a good person, they'll give you some good advice. And yeah, man, I think you hit the nail on the head though, to be fair. Good answer. Yeah, proper wise. He's like a wise old man. Just not old.
I feel old. I think you know what it is. I think being a coach from so young, people forget I actually had to become like, theoretically, I had pro fighters under me from 19.
And you had like some high level guy, like Salah was fighting high level when you were young.
Salah won 2 world titles while we were training together.
Travelling the world and stuff.
Yeah, like man. And then like, you know, that shit made me grow up.
Yeah,
I'm there like
100%.
crap. I've got to step up to the plate here. I've got to be able to, you know, I had Afan was ranked. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely think being a coach young, I think where I was so hungry to do well, and I'm still the same now. Obviously, I was just less experienced then. I just tried to understand and take in any information I could. And also, I think it's a personality thing.
Yeah.
I'm very much, I like trying to understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So another episode done. We're back. Hopefully we're back next week. Do go to Ibiza after next week. Oh no, next week I'll go. So yeah. So maybe I won't be back the week Monday after. But we'll see what kind of state I'm in. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Keep liking, subscribing, commenting, and sending your icks. We appreciate it. So thank you.